Hi, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining this very short masterclass. Usually masterclasses could be 5 to 6 to 8 hours or even 3 days. We're going to try to finish everything in the next 45 minutes to an hour. And the reason I'm taking time for this, because it is so important for us to understand the impact of what I'm teaching you, how we can use sound and how we can use music to enhance our health, whether we have cancer, diabetes, we're stressed out, we have too much of fear, we have too much of anxiety in our life, even for children, right? From, children who bedwet, children with seizures, children with ADHD, autism, all of these conditions, sound plays a very, very important role. In fact, sound is actually used in medicine today. Sound, frequency, rhythm, it's used. It's called something called sound therapy. You can actually do a course on it. You can actually study and get certified on sound therapy and music therapy, obviously, because there are results that come out of it. So we tend to take sound and we tend to take music for granted. When I say granted, we just listen, we feel good, that's about it. We have songs when we feel sad, we have songs when we feel good. We listen to songs according to our mood, and it fixes us for a bit, and that's about it. But today we're going to understand how we can really use sound and how we can really use music to change our lives. So, a certain frequency from a song that you like can move you from stress to de-stress in less than a minute. So this makes it a very, very powerful mechanism in your life, especially today when stress is at, it's at its heights right now. The amount of disease that exists in our world is only increasing more and more. Yes, medicine, we're not against medicine. I'm not here to tell you that music is a replacement for medicine, although a lot of people do use it, okay? I'm here to talk about beyond medicine, beyond all the drugs that you're taking, the chemo that you're going through, the diabetic pills, the thyroid pills, beyond all of that. What else is there that exists in our planet, on our planet, that can heal us, that can help us recover? And one of them is sound and one of them is music. Let me give you an example. If you have a doctor or a health coach talking to you in a very aggressive way, when you've just been diagnosed with a disease or you're going through suffering and pain, how's it going to make you feel? Just hearing the tone of their voice. At the same time, you have a doctor or a health professional who speaks to you in a very calm way, in a loving way, in a compassionate way. It's going to make you feel different immediately. Okay? So a doctor or a nutritionist or a health coach, irrespective of their degrees, their PhDs and all of that stuff, they can begin a process of healing within you with just their tone and how they talk to you. Now, how is that possible? How can the same doctor make you feel good or make you feel bad using tone? The same health professional, the same nutritionist, your trainer, whoever it is, just with their tone, they can make you feel good or they can make you feel bad. That is because every tone, every word that we speak, every tone, whether we shout, whether we speak in an aggressive way, whether we speak calmly, that tone has a frequency. That frequency matches with a frequency in our brain. And based on the frequency that we tune in our brain, okay, we manifest that in all of our cells. Either a happy tone, I feel good. An angry tone, I feel repulsive. Okay, all of those tones. So we're going to understand today about sound and frequencies and rhythms, because believe me, when you understand this, okay, you will look at music and sound in a different way. You will utilize it. Many of you probably already love listening to music, but can I enhance and use that music to even reduce my stress, prepare me for a chemotherapy session, listen to it while I'm going through a chemo session and come out way better? Yes, it is possible. It has been medically and scientifically proven, and today you're going to learn how to do that. So when it comes to that, sound, what is sound? Sound is nothing but a vibration or a frequency that we can hear. There are certain vibrations and frequencies that we can't hear. Like dolphins can respond to frequencies that human beings can't hear. Dogs, cats, that's why you get a special whistle. Okay, that whistle, even you can't hear it when you blow it, because it's a very high frequency that only certain animals can respond to. So like, have you ever wondered how animals get trained? And you'll always see a whistle in the trainer's mouth. And every time the trainer's blowing it, you can't hear it, but the animal can. So they're training cues through different frequencies. So sound is nothing but vibrations and frequencies that we can hear. Some of it is peaceful, some of it can be noise, but it's still a frequency that we can hear. Okay, now what is frequency? Frequency is nothing but something that happens frequently. how frequent does this beat happen? So if I have a song which is 50 BPM, that means there are 50 beats per minute. It's as simple as that. How frequently did the beat happen? How frequently did your heartbeat happen? We all know a healthy heartbeat is anywhere between 60 to 70. So the frequency of my heartbeat is how often that heartbeat happened in 1 minute. So if I can get 60 beats per minute, that is the frequency of the beat per minute. That is what frequency is. Now, frequency is measured in something called hertz, Hz, okay? So music has hertz, brain waves also has hertz. So when you go for an MRI, when you go to a neurosurgeon, when you go to a neurologist, okay, they look at your brain waves in the term of hertz because it has a frequency. So everything has a frequency. A frequency of a classical song will be different from the frequency of a hip hop song, jazz, psychedelic trance. It'll be different from the frequency of a horn. Like you hear someone honking on the road, that's a very annoying frequency. That's why we don't like to hear someone honking at us. We don't like that because that frequency gets deciphered as noise in the brain, okay? Now, vibrations and rhythm. Everything has vibration, everything. Do you want to test the vibration right now? How many of you have chanted Om? It's a vibration. We feel it. You want to enhance that? Right now, try this right now, okay? Put your hand on your chest, okay? Like properly on your chest. So I want like, I want the base of your palm in your sternum. That's your breastbone, okay? So what you want to do is touch the heel of your palm on your breastbone and then just try to keep your entire palm over your chest. And now quickly, just for demonstration purpose, chant Om. Chant Om thrice. Do it on your own right now. And when you chant Om, okay, I want you to feel the vibrations. You can feel it in your brain, but I want you to feel it vibrating in your rib cage. And then, you know, because you've connected your hand with that, how that vibration can now be transferred, okay, from your rib cage to your hand, to your elbow, and to other parts of your body. So you may want to try it right now. I'm going to pause for a minute, okay? Like chant Om normally with your hand on your chest. You don't have to be loud. It could be a very subtle Om, okay? Because Om is not about the intensity and how loud it is. It is about the vibration. So the louder you get doesn't mean it has to be more vibrations. Just remember frequency and vibration. So that's how it is. So if you've done that by now, you've understood how you've created vibration in your body. Now, you can only feel that sensation if your cells are able to vibrate. If your cells are not able to vibrate, guess what? You will not feel that vibration. So right now with me, I have a bottle of water. Okay, this bottle of water, it's dense. It's got a lot of water in. Okay, I can't feel a vibration because there's density in, there's water in it. But if I empty the bottle of water and I hit it with a spoon, I will get a vibration. I will get a completely different vibration. So our cells are able to vibrate, and that is why we can pick up vibration. You have trillions of cells in your body, and they are constantly vibrating with movement, with breath, with sound, with frequency, with what you hear. Someone says something to you, which is kind or bad or whatever it is. We can feel it because we vibrate. That's where feelings come from, vibration. It's as simple as that. So now let's break it down into the human body to connect how music can have a positive impact on your system. What other vibrations and frequencies that do we have in the body? One is the brain. We just spoke about brain frequencies. We have brain frequencies, and that's how we can hear sound and we can feel. Then we have a breathing rhythm. What is rhythm? Rhythm is vibration and frequency put together. So if I have a bad vibration from a song and a wrong frequency, I create noise, okay? Now, if the vibration and the frequency match, I create rhythm. So for example, we have a band right now, okay? And two of the band people are playing in rhythm and the right frequency, but two of them are playing at the wrong vibration and the wrong frequency. What do I create? The band creates noise. You know, by just listening, the pianist made a mistake, okay? Or the guitarist struck a wrong chord because you're used to a frequency and vibration that's being created by sound, and then one mistake can change the rhythm. And that's how you know it's a problem. So a lot of people will listen to techno and hardcore trance and they say, this is noise. It doesn't make sense to them because they've not picked up the rhythm. Whereas some people who can pick up that rhythm will say, I love techno and trance. You don't understand my music, okay? It's the same music, two different people, but the rhythm, it's how we pick up rhythms, how we fit into rhythms. Now, why are rhythms so important to us? Because your brain also has a rhythm. Okay, if the brain rhythm or the brain frequency changes, you're out of sync. So if I put a lot of stress into you right now and give you some bad news, your brain frequency is going to change, your rhythm is going to change, you're not going to feel good because you're out of tune. You're not in sync with rhythm. Rhythm, we need to be synced in with rhythm for everything to work. Your heart has a rhythm. Your heart has a rhythm. So there's a test to check your rhythm of your heart as well. So some people, when the rhythm is out of sync, okay, their heart rate goes higher. Okay, some people have a very high heart rate. That means the heart is not in rhythm. You have a problem that can be tied to a stroke, high blood pressure, low blood pressure, blockages, or so many different things. We know there's disease because your heart is not beating in rhythm. Your breath has a rhythm as well. Okay, contraction. Every time I breathe, I inhale, I exhale. It's a contraction of my lungs. It's a contraction of my diaphragm. Okay, it has a rhythm. So right now, if you're very stressed out, you will not be at the right rhythm of your breath. Your breath will be shallow. Your breath will be very quick. You are out of rhythm. That's how your body knows that, hey, Luke is stressed. The breathing is now not within rhythm. It's become shallow breathing. That means it's out of rhythm. So shallow breathing will send a hormone to my kidney to produce adrenaline and cortisol, which are my stress hormones. Okay, my stress hormones will prevent me for whatever stress there is. So even if it is stress caused by something I'm watching on the news, okay, because my breath got shallow, the rhythm got disrupted, my hormones fired and I produce cortisol. There is no stress in my life. I'm only hearing something stressful. That is how negative emotions impact our health. Anyway, coming back to that later. Breathing has a rhythm. Your pulse rate has a rhythm. Put your 3 fingers on your hand. There's a rhythm of your pulse. That's why your doctor will check your rhythm. Check your pulse. What are they checking for? The rhythm of your pulse. Right now, I can hold anyone's hand, and with the rhythm of the pulse, I can tell you whether you're stressed. I can possibly predict what your blood pressure may be, okay? And I can tell you what's going on with just your breathing and your pulse rate, because I'm tuning in with your rhythm. With your rhythm. If you're out of rhythm, I know there's a problem. If you're within rhythm, I know your body has achieved something called homeostasis, which means everything is working the way your body is supposed to work. When I'm out of homeostasis, okay, I'm not within rhythm. And that's how I know something is wrong. Then we have the circadian rhythm. What is the circadian rhythm? Daylight, sunrise, sunset, the change in seasons, twilight, dusk, my sleep time, my wake time, my eat time. These are all circadian rhythms of nature. Nature follows a biological clock. No matter what, the sun will rise. No matter what, the moon will follow its cycle. These are circadian rhythms that nature follows. These are the laws of nature. And the beauty of these circadian rhythms are the human body is controlled. The biological clock in us is controlled by the circadian rhythm. That is why it is so important to go to sleep at a particular time. That's why you get certain health benefits when you sleep earlier than midnight. You get a fewer when you sleep after midnight. That is why we are able to fall asleep. Because as it starts getting darker, our pineal gland starts producing melatonin, which is in sync with the circadian rhythm. If there's bright light around us, and even though it's pitch dark outside, we have challenged the circadian rhythm and we don't produce melatonin, and that's when we compromise sleep. So you will understand how sound and rhythm will also improve your sleep by the end of this. So we have a circadian rhythm. Women, you'll have a menstrual cycle, which is nothing but a rhythm again. It happens at a particular time in the month when the body finishes its process, the rhythm changes and you don't have your period cycle. So it works according to a rhythm again. And then we have brain waves. Every cell in the human body has a rhythm. It vibrates according to a rhythm. The signal is the hormones. The chemical messenger is the hormones. So if my cells right now, I'm very peaceful, I'm sitting over here and talking to you, okay? Suddenly I look under my desk and I see a snake, okay? So immediately I see a snake, optic vision, okay? My brain perceives a snake as danger. The frequency of my brain will immediately change to threat, danger, poison, snake bite. In a nanosecond, the hormone that will send a chemical messenger to my adrenal glands to churn out cortisol. Why? Right now, I was talking to you, I'm very calm, I'm enjoying this. My cells are vibrating at a particular rhythm. I'm peaceful, I'm happy, I'm talking to you, I'm vibrating at a different rhythm and a different frequency. But now my brain, because of the snake, has changed it. Cortisol signals to all the other hormones that there is a threat to human life. okay, my cells in a nanosecond will start vibrating at a different frequency, at a frequency and a vibration that can help me to jump out of my chair, okay, find a stick and kill the snake or run. I wouldn't be able to do that if I'm vibrating at the previous frequency and the vibration, which is of calm. So you see, our body is supporting us according to our thoughts, according to what I see. So if I see a particular virus as a huge threat, everything in my body changes. The physiology, the chemistry, the biology, cortisol levels, my weight, my blood pressure, cholesterol, everything. But if I see it as, this is dangerous, but I don't think too much of it because I don't want to vibrate at that frequency. But I can do this, I can boost my immunity, I can stay safe at home, okay? I have changed my frequency and vibration, and I do not move my body into everything that I just told you about. I am still calm, my body is in homeostasis, everything is fine. Because I changed my vibration by changing my thought. I changed my vibration and frequency by changing the way I perceive a particular threat, danger, emotion, or whatever it is. Trillions of cells in you vibrate at a particular frequency. Let's take it a step further. How many of you at some point in your life have come across a person that you don't even know the person's name, who they are, but the moment you come across that person, you don't feel good. The vibes are wrong. You don't feel good. You don't want to be in that room with that person. And you don't know why. You don't know this person. But you've picked up a certain frequency. They are vibrating at a frequency which is much lower than what you are vibrating. In some cases, some people vibrate at a very high frequency, and other people around, they feel very insecure around that frequency because we're different frequencies. I'm at a high frequency of confidence, clarity in my mind, compassion in my heart. And someone who doesn't have those qualities are vibrating at a lower frequency. And then they see me as a threat. They see people at a higher frequency as a threat, and they don't like them because it's noise. When frequencies match, it's rhythm. When they don't, it's noise. Not literally noise, but you get what I'm saying. So that is why we don't like some people. And we like some people. Or immediately, I don't even know you, but I feel a connection. I feel something because we're vibrating at the same frequency. That is how it works. Everything is frequency and vibration. That's why some people like people, some people don't. Some people change their tone and immediately we tune out. We're not in rhythm anymore. I was tuned into your frequency, but you got really angry. You changed your frequency. I'm at a frequency of calm. Now I don't like what's happening. That's why we don't like people shouting, speaking loud, speaking negative things. All of us don't like hanging around people who are negative because we don't vibrate at that frequency, and we don't want to vibrate at that frequency because it makes us negative and it makes us emotional. So things like tone of your voice, the words that you say, every word that you say has a tone and a frequency. If I say happy words, I can create happiness. If I say sad words, I can create sadness. I can create anger. I can create hatred by using hate speech, all by tone, all by frequency. So I can have that impact on someone. I can also have that impact on myself. It's called negative self-talk. So every time I keep saying that I'm not going to recover from my disease, I hate this disease, it's taken away my life, I'm poor, I'm not abundant, I'm ugly, I don't look good, other people look better than me. What are you doing? Those very words are making you and selecting your frequency of vibration. So if you have low self-worth, you're going to vibrate at low self-worth. You may have low self-worth, but how do I vibrate at a higher frequency and a higher vibration? By focusing on the things that make me feel good. There could be two things. And if I only focus on them, I start feeling better about myself. How am I feeling better about myself? Because I'm changing my frequency, I am changing my vibration, I am changing my rhythm. So you see negative self-talk, people who say, I cannot do this, I will not do it. People who are unable to forgive. I know it's difficult. I'm not here to say it's easy, but I'm here to explain. When you cannot forgive someone, you are vibrating at a very, very low frequency. That frequency will not allow your immune system to stay strong. It will not allow your skin to glow. You may put on weight or you may lose weight. You're unhappy all of the time because your vibration is determining your rhythm. Your rhythm is very, very low. That is why we encourage people to look at emotional health, period. I was speaking to a senior oncologist a couple of days ago on a platform, and she was saying, Luke, if people come to me with emotional stress, I tell them that if you cannot address it, okay, my chemotherapy and radiation is not going to help you. And that's the truth, what she spoke. We see that every single day. The best medication, the best food in the world will not heal you if you're vibrating at a different frequency. Even food has its frequency. You know, if I have healthy food and nourish my body, I'm able to change the frequency of myself, the vibration of myself. If I keep forcing myself to eat sugar all the time, I numb myself with alcohol, junk food, all of that stuff. I am changing the vibration and rhythm of my cells because my cells don't get what they need for survival. So they're vibrating at a very low frequency. So even nature can change the frequency of your body. I can eat a fruit and I can change the frequency and vibration of my cells. Anyway, coming back to that. So rhythm is everything. I'm either in rhythm, I'm synced in, or I'm synced out. So when stress gets the better of us, fear gets the better of us, what's happening? My brain is synced into everything happening outside. I'm no longer connected to what is happening inside. So I am out of sync with me. And that's why I feel controlled and pulled in all directions, and I'm like a puppet. I'm controlled by the news. I'm controlled by my friends' opinions. I'm controlled by the death sentence my doctor gave me. I'm controlled by everything. But within, that's where I'm supposed to be connected. Within, I have hope, which I can't see when I'm connected outside. Within, I have courage, which I can't use when my opinions are being defined by everyone I'm connected to outside. So literally, your life is now being controlled by everything outside of you. But when healing and recovery starts from within, how can something external ever heal you? So whether you're a patient of depression, fourth stage cancer, diabetes, whatever, the external treatment is your nutrition, your doctors, your medication. But the healing and recovery can only happen from within you. And that is why we have to be connected to the rhythm within us. The right frequency, the right vibration. So anxiety is a product of being out of sync, out of rhythm. It's as simple as that. So when we do yoga and pranayama, why do we feel good? Because yoga and breathing teaches us to hold the rhythm of peace and breath within us. The moment my yoga class is over, if I'm being controlled outside and I can't practice what I learned during pranayama, which is maintain my breath, yoga, maintain my posture, from being connected within that made me feel so good because I was connected to my internal rhythm, I've changed the connection to outwards. 1 hour after my class, I'm now connected outwards, and I don't have that feeling of how my yoga and pranayama made me feel, which is why we say, take the essence of what you learn through your chanting, through your prayer, through your pranayama, and practice it in life. Otherwise, you have just one good hour in a day, that 1 hour that you're practicing it. But music can change all of this as well. We even breathe in a particular rhythm. When I'm happy, my breathing rhythm will be different. When I'm sad, my breathing rhythm will be very, very different. So technically, the body is a rhythm machine. Harmony. We are either in harmony or we are out of harmony. And part of recovering from the deadliest disease or the most emotional thing is how can I align harmony of my cells? When I'm able to live in harmony with people outside, within myself, harmony doesn't have to just mean you have toxic people around you. I know people who are surrounded with the most beautiful and happy people, but still they're depressed and sad inside because they're not able to connect outwards. They're still connected to their own problems inwards. So you don't have to have only toxic people in your life to make your life miserable. You can make your life miserable even though you have the best life, you have money, wealth, you have relationships going good for you, you have career. You can still be miserable because you've chosen to be that way. You've chosen to be stuck that way. So coming back to rhythms, let's move straight into what moves us out of rhythm. Technology is good for us, but it also disrupts rhythm when we take too much of it. Okay, our lifestyles have thrown us out of rhythm. Over excessive socializing, FOMO, trying to fit in everywhere. So we have a rhythm, but now I need to fit in. So I break my rhythm because I need to adjust to a new rhythm and a new vibration just because I'm feeling left out. All these challenge our rhythms. When we keep eating at different timings every day, I'm challenging my rhythm. I'm challenging 1,000+ processes in the body that can heal me. When I keep changing my sleep timings all the time, I'm sleep deprived. I am not observing the circadian rhythm. I am out of sync. That's why when you're sleep deprived, why do you wake up grumpy? Why do you wake up angry, shouting? You need caffeine to feel good and all of that stuff. You're out of rhythm. It's as simple as that. You are out of rhythm. So how do I align my rhythm? So let's come back to 4 brain waves that human beings have. We all have 4 brain waves, okay? One is your beta wave. Now I'm awake, I'm talking to you. My brain is vibrating at a frequency of between 14 to 30 hertz, okay? I am producing beta waves that allow me to stay focused, awake, concentration, use my logical mind, think, answer questions. That is my beta wave. Now, if I want to relax, take it easy, be in a meditative kind of a state, meditative awake state, you know, so I'm calming down, I'm going to have a nice meal, I want to be calm when I'm eating, but I produce alpha waves. In alpha waves, I move into parasympathetic nervous system, which means I am able to eat my food and digest it really well, okay? If I try to digest my food in stress, I don't digest, I don't assimilate, I have more acidity and all of that stuff, because we are meant to digest food when we are in an alpha state or a parasympathetic state. So I would vibrate at about 18 to about 13 hertz. In this alpha wave, I can also sit down and enjoy nature, enjoy a cup of coffee, have a, you know, a nice conversation with someone. I'm very relaxed. Alpha waves. Light meditation. I can close my eyes, focus on my breath. Alpha waves. Okay? So I'm lowering my frequency to about 8 to 13. Now my theta waves is when I want to sleep. I want to fall asleep. I've ended my day. I'm calm. My brain frequency would now be about 4 to 7 hertz. Okay, I'm giving you these numbers for a reason. I'll tell you why later. Okay, so at 4 to 7, I'm able to fall into a sleep, a nice, comfortable sleep. I'm able to be in a deep meditation. Even a deep meditation can put me into a theta wave. Okay, and then I move to delta waves, which is about 3.5 hertz and below. My deep sleep. I may dream, I may not dream, but I'm in deep sleep, the sleep that I require for my immune system, the sleep that I require for my hormones, for my hair, for my skin to lose weight can happen between theta and can happen between delta. So now, if I'm in my beta waves, can I fall asleep? Not possible. Not possible. If I'm in beta waves, can I meditate? Not possible, because I'm at the wrong frequency. You can try over and over and over again, but you're at the wrong frequency. So if I'm in the wrong frequency when I'm supposed to fall asleep, will I be able to fall asleep? No. I'm at a 30 hertz frequency, but to fall asleep, I need to be at about 7, 5, 3. I can't fall asleep. I may fall asleep because I'm physically tired, but I'll wake up, disturb sleep, and wake up tired in the morning. So it's like a car which has gears, first to fourth gear. I can't move from first gear to fourth gear. I need to move from first to second, second to third, third to fourth. It's the same thing with your waves. You can't move from a beta into a delta. You'll move from a beta, calm down to an alpha. From an alpha, you calm down and move into a theta. And from a theta, you move into a delta. There's also a gamma, which is your lucid dreaming. That's very, very different. We're not going to talk about that today. But you see, you understand? So you can't just decide, I'm going to sleep, switch off right now and sleep. You can't. A lot of people say they can, but they are falling into that sleep because of exhaustion, because of complete fatigue, and that's not a good thing. That's your body trying to tell you, sleep better, because you should not be falling asleep like that. Okay, a lot of magic that happens during sleep will not work for you if you fall asleep that way. So how do I maintain beta? If I want to be, you know, my children are in school, focusing all of that, I want them to be in their beta waves. How do I get them there? How do I get to alpha? How do I get to theta? How do I get to gamma or delta? Again, music, sound vibrations. Today, you can YouTube music at 5 hertz. You will find music at 5 hertz. Put your headphones on and listen. It's not going to be hip hop, jazz, no words, nothing. It's just going to be a tone, a frequency that can actually help you move from a beta to an alpha to a theta to a delta. Anyway, coming back to that, by now you would have understood everything is rhythm, frequency. I shout at you right now, you're going to change. My tone is going to change your frequency, okay? You have a left brain and you have a right brain. The left brain is for analytics, linear thinking, sequential, logical, rational, all of that stuff. The analytical part of your brain. The right side of your brain is creative, emotional, all of that stuff. We all have a left and right. Some of us have a more defined left and a more active right. It depends, person to person. Can you train your left and right brain to move between quadrants? Absolutely, yes. But with music, I can move from left to right almost instantly. Now, for example, if I'm facing stress, like there's a snake in my room right now, I want my left brain to be activated because I need an action plan. I need to think logically. I may need to make a logical decision. Should I attempt to kill the snake, or should I just leave it and call a professional who can kill the snake? Okay? So my left brain should be active. I don't want my right brain, which is my emotional brain, sit down and cry and say, oh no, the snake's going to bite me, I'm going to die. No, I want my left brain to be activated. And that's where meditation, music comes in to developing how we move between our left and our right. Because again, everything is a frequency. So if I tell all of you all right now that, hey, we're not going to do sugar for 30 days, okay? None of us are going to do sugar for 30 days. The highly emotional people will start thinking, oh no, I need my ice cream. This is not fair. I don't like Luke. He's too mean. He's too rude. The left brain person will be thinking, yeah, being off sugar can give me these results. I'll lose weight. I'll break the habit, all of that stuff. But now rational, let me ask Luke. Luke, why 30 days? Let's try for 15 days. I'm reasoning with you. That's the left brain. But the emotional brain is too busy, figuring out shortcuts, how to cheat, how not to like me, and all of that stuff. Examples, left and right brain, okay? But it is so important for us to understand that in life, we need to use both of them. I can't just be this highly emotional person. Anyone says anything to me, my entire emotional health is broken. I also want to be able to use my left brain. So someone said something to me really mean. Number one, it hurt me. I'm a human being. Words are going to hurt me. Two, let me use my left brain. Who is this person? I don't even know who this person is. Is it worth me giving them a part of my heart? The logical part of my brain has come in. And then I realize I'm still hurt because words hurt. After a while, I realize I'm not going to give this person that kind of, attention. Leave him. Okay? If it's someone close to me, I'm emotional, but I still want to use my logical mind when I talk to them. I can go and say, why did you hurt me? I don't like what you said. Can you tell me why? Maybe I said something wrong to you. That's my logical part. But if I'm emotional, I will go, how dare you do this to me? How could you do this? I gave you so much. All the expectations, all the drama, all of that stuff comes out. And nothing really gets better. So people who are unable to forgive think about that only with their right side of their brain. And that's why they're unable to see logic. Everyone around them can see the logic and the benefits of them forgiving that person. But the victim can't do it because they are too emotional. They are only using the emotional part of their mind. Somewhere they have to start using the logical part, which is the left brain as well. And how can I train that? Again, with music, again, with rhythm, again, with frequency. As simple as that. How many of you have a song that you listen to it and you can immediately feel better? Again, why? If you have that song and it works for you, why? What is making you feel better? The rhythm of that song. You hear that song, could be the words, but those words, remember, are also creating a vibration and a frequency. So it comes down to rhythm. And if I want to feel sad, let's say I'm having a breakup right now and I really want to feel sorry for myself. I'm going to listen to all the sad songs that involve breakups and all of that stuff. I'm going to tune into that frequency and rhythm. I'll feel sorry about myself. I'll feel good about myself because, music also connects us with other people's experiences. But after a while, I'm going to say, enough is enough. I have my whole life ahead of you. I'm going to find a new girl. I'm going to change my music, change my rhythm so I can vibrate at a different frequency. I'm not going to be able to go out there and put myself out there if I'm still vibrating at a low frequency. So if I get struck down by a disease, understood, no one wants to have a disease, but I got it now. 1, 2, 3, 4 days of why me, all of that stuff. Then you need to accept. Then you need to change your frequency or vibration. Because if you are sick and you continue vibrating at that frequency, you are going to get the same results. If I want different results of recovery and healing, I need to change my frequency and vibration and start vibrating. So person A got cancer. Absolutely no one should get cancer. No one should get diabetes. But now you got it. We cry, family is around us, all of that stuff. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, fine. Now the 4th day, if you want to come out of this cancer or diabetes or everyone, you need to change your frequency. Good. Now move into action. I need a doctor. I need this. I need to do this. What has caused this cancer? Let me try to find the root cause. I need to change my vibrations. So if my cancer is caused by deeply rooted emotional distress, I need to take my chemo. I need to eat good food, but I need to have a 100% action plan with the emotional issue that has caused my cancer because I need to vibrate at a different frequency. And music can help you with that. Family can help you with that. Kindness can help you with that. The right food can help you with that. All vibrations, anything that can sync you into rhythm will help you with that. The quickest way to boost your immune system, try to eat with sunset, break your fast with sunrise. Sleep on time, 2 to 3 hours before midnight, you will engage and sink into the natural circadian rhythm. Within 5 to 6 days, You will say, Luke, I am feeling better in every aspect in my life. Why? What magic has Luke done? Nothing. All the magic done is you were synced in to the right rhythm, the rhythm of the planet, the rhythm of the seasons, the rhythm of everything else. Why do we eat local food that grows locally? You can eat mangoes during the mango season and not worry about it. Okay, it's growing because it has a particular vibration and frequency for that climate. Your climate is also circadian rhythm. So a particular climate will grow a mango. A particular climate will grow strawberries. That is why we are connected with the vibrations of earth. Fruit, we eat local fruits that grow locally. It will look after our immune system. We try to eat frozen fruit that doesn't grow for us. It's good for us, but it won't have an impact that we expect to. Vibration and frequency again. So coming down to music, what is music? Music is a collection of frequency, vibration that becomes sound. You have hip hop, you have jazz, you have classical, you have trance, you have Bollywood, whatever it is that makes you happy. That is your drug when it comes to sound. So now I'll break it down further. Okay, there is something called binaural beats. You can Google this. You'll find it on Insight Timer, on most meditation apps. You'll find it on YouTube. Binaural beats. What are these beats? Okay, you have left and you have right. You put on your headphones, binaural beats. A left beat will have a particular frequency. Let's say 250 hertz. The sound coming in from your right headphone may have 220 hertz. So you're getting 250 hertz and you're getting 220 hertz. The difference in frequency is 30 hertz. Now, before you started listening to this, your brain was vibrating at a particular frequency. Let's say you were very, very stressed out, okay? Your brain was vibrating at a hertz of 300, okay? You're stressed out, brain frequency is 300 hertz. Now I put 250 and I put 220 because they're different hertz, okay? Your brain will tune in to the difference, which is 30 hertz. It can't decide to tune into 250 or 220. It is going to tune into the difference, which is 30 hertz. So now I was stressed out at 300, but my brain is tuning in into a new frequency of 30 hertz, which means I am able to actually move from a frequency of stress to a frequency of de-stress in less than a minute. Now my mind may still be thinking of my problems, but my brain is vibrating at a different frequency. So binaural beats create this new tone for us to be distracted from an old tone. So when we meditate, we say meditate on breath. Why focus on the inhale and exhale? Because focusing on the inhale and exhale is only distracting my mind from all the thoughts that are happening. So I'm meditating right now, I get thoughts, I come back to my inhale, exhale. I get thoughts again, I come back to my inhale, exhale. I'm again tuning into a rhythm, the rhythm of my breathing. I'm trying to tune out of the rhythm of my thoughts to the rhythm of my breathing. Comes down to rhythm. So binaural beats is nothing but music, again, at a different frequency. So I need to change my battery, 1 second. Yeah, let me get some power. Right, so coming back to alpha waves, like I said, have a different hertz. Beta waves, theta waves, and delta waves. Now, I can listen to music to feel happy, or I can listen to music to move me from these waves. They're called binaural beats, or they're called hertz music. You can find it on YouTube, you can find it on, like I said, all of these apps. So tonight, if I want to sleep really well, I may listen to 30 minutes of binaural beats for delta waves. And I can try this. Now, technically, you don't have to do it. You can do it with meditation as well. I can do it with breathing. I can tune into my pranayama, my breathing before bedtime, and I can fall asleep. For people who are insomniac, people who have tried everything and they still cannot sleep at night, try using the binaural beats or music which is made at below 7 hertz, below 3.5 hertz, and you listen to this. So your mind may be working. You can't silence your mind, but your brain is slowly tuning in to this new frequency. And in most cases, you will be able to have a very, very deep night of sleep. It's not going to happen on the first day. It's going to take a couple of days for this new frequency and your brain to tune in repetitively. So you got to do it over and over again. So you may want to try this. Example, I'm very stressed out before my chemo session today. Okay, I'm very, very stressed.
I may want to listen to alpha waves when I'm going through my chemotherapy or to prepare me for my chemotherapy. I may want to. I don't have to. I may also want to use happy music because it makes me feel so good. And I'm feeling good while I'm getting my chemo because I'm listening to that frequency. You choose the frequency that you want to listen to. These are examples of people who, they're too stressed out. No happy music can make them happy. Then at least tune in to this new frequency. And it will help you, okay, by changing you from beta waves to alpha, alpha to theta, theta to delta. Okay, so that is the quickest way to move it. All right, now let's talk about your immune system, because I promised you even sound and immunity, sound and hormonal health. So whether you have a young teenage girl going through PCOD, ovarian issues, you have young women going through infertility, diabetes, thyroid, all of these issues, when you have these conditions, you are already vibrating at a very different frequency. One of the disease that you have or the condition that you have. I can change these vibrations and change these frequencies. One, through the thoughts that I think. We've spoken about that several times. If I keep thinking about my disease, it will keep progressing. If I keep thinking that I'm going to come out of my disease and I'm doing the right thing, I can come out of it. I can even use sound. Now, we produce a hormone called DHEA. Okay, every woman would have heard about this hormone as well as men. DHEA helps us produce other hormones for reproductive health and also for our immune system. So if I have less DHEA, I have a low immune system. If I have less DHEA, I have low testosterone. So a lot of men with low DHEA will not be able to gain muscle, will not be able to lose belly fat, and the same thing with women as well, okay? What suppresses DHEA? I need the right amount of DHEA to look after my immune system, my hair, my skin, acne on my face, my immune system, my muscle mass, everything. But if I have low DHEA, I have a problem. That's why a lot of gynecologists will give their patients DHEA. But how long will you take artificial DHEA? What is suppressing your DHEA? Why do you have low DHEA? If you have high cortisol, which is high stress means high cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone that suppresses DHEA. So you may be eating the best food, doing the best workouts, but if you're constantly stressed, you constantly have high levels of cortisol. And because you have high levels of cortisol, you have lower levels of DHEA. And you suppress your immunity and everything else. Well, music, binaural beats and frequencies can increase your DHEA medically and scientifically. So here's another natural way of boosting your DHEA, which is music. Well, if music can boost your DHEA, guess what it can suppress? Cortisol, your stress hormones. That's why when you dance, you're happy. That's why when you're stressed out and you start listening to music and you start dancing, you forget all your problems, you feel good. How do you feel good? You change your rhythm and your cortisol levels come down, which is why through illness, no matter what you're going through, music is a drug. Whatever music makes you feel good, whether it's classical, it's rap, whatever it is, tune into that rhythm, because that rhythm is causing a new vibration and frequency of even your sick cells. Dr. Bruce Lipton proved in a lab how sick cells vibrate at a very low frequency and healthy cells vibrate at a different frequency. Sadness, resentment, guilt, jealousy, anger, hatred, you vibrate, your cells vibrate at a very low frequency. Joy, happiness, love, contentment, fulfillment, you vibrate at a very high frequency. Now you want a sick cell to vibrate at that high frequency. So what can change those vibrations? Yes, we have your allopathic drugs on one side, we have nutrition on the other side, but beyond that, what can move you from a lower frequency to a higher frequency? Love, joy, happiness, compassion, kind words, laughter, music, things that make you feel good. The moment you feel good, know that you are vibrating at a high vibration already. If you're thinking bad thoughts right now, you're thinking jealous thoughts, I hate someone, I can't forgive this person. You tell me now, what are you vibrating at? You're feeling so bad, which means you're vibrating at the wrong frequency. When you're feeling good, you know you're vibrating at the right frequency. That's why we have to check in with ourselves every single day, every 3-4 hours. How am I feeling right now? Okay, you may have a lot of problems in your life, but am I feeling good? If I'm constantly feeling bad from the time I wake up to the time I sleep, guess what? Nothing can be done for your immune system. No drugs, no food, nothing. Because your immune system, your healthy cells have to vibrate at a different frequency. But you can create that through meditation, through prayer, through chanting, through music, Tibetan bowls. How many of y'all have ever done a Tibetan bowl meditation? Why do you feel so good just listening to the rhythm of Tibetan bowls? Because Tibetan bowl meditation is at a hertz level, a brain frequency level of delta and alpha, which is to feel good. So certain sounds make us feel good. If you know an instrument, that's why learn an instrument if you can. You will connect into learning an instrument. And when I sit down to play the piano, I forget every single problem that I have, no matter what. When I finish playing it, my problems may be there. But while I'm playing the piano, I am tuned into a different rhythm. I'm vibrating at a different frequency. Laughter. Watch stand-up comedy. I spoke about laughter as such a powerful medicine. Because no matter what's happening in your life, when you are laughing, you are vibrating at a different frequency, a healthy frequency. So now we spoke about cortisol and DHEA. Guess what else music can improve? Melatonin, the hormone that puts us to sleep, the anti-cancer hormone. It is scientifically called the anti-cancer hormone because while we sleep, melatonin doesn't only put us to sleep, it moves around our body searching for cells which are proliferating, abnormal cells, cancer cells, and then it sends a signal to our immune system that something's not wrong. Now in a cancer patient, the immune system has been compromised. The intelligence has been compromised. We can use melatonin to help boost immunity. And I'm not just saying pop melatonin pills, even by getting good sleep, even by music, the right rhythm, the right frequency, people who make us happy can help us boost melatonin. And this is the power of sound. This is the power. All of y'all should have a list that when I feel low or someone's really stressed me out, I go to this song because this song can immediately change my vibration. Or I pick up the phone and I speak to this person who makes me feel so good all the time. That person is able to change your vibration. So you may have all the stress in the world. You may have a deadly disease right now. Please, I understand what you're going through, but now what are you going to do? What have you decided to do? You've decided your medical treatment. You've decided your nutrition. What is beyond that? Add laughter to your life. It changes rhythms and frequencies. Music. Start going into old music. There's this beautiful study where they took 60-year-old men and women, okay, who had reached a particular stage in life. Some of them had normal conditions like diabetes, hypertension, and all of that stuff, okay? And they found out their favorite music, movies, all of that stuff, which was very different from what they used to listen to when they were teenagers. They studied their behavior and their conditions, and they took them to a camp for a week. And in this camp for a week, they relived every experience of being a teenager. From the kind of music they listened to, parties and everything. They relived their teenage years. And you should have seen their medical reports. Sugar levels came down. They felt happier. Growth hormones, IGF factors, everything was different. Only because they were able to relive in their subconscious a time in their life where they had no stress, they had no worry. So that music, if you listen to music and when you were a teenager, today, it was still a good song, but it made you happy back then. It's in your subconscious mind. That frequency of a particular song in maybe the 80s or the 90s made you happy back then. It's already in your subconscious. You've not forgotten it. You don't remember it. The frequency is in your subconscious mind. If I listen to that song today, guess what? You will feel that same happiness. You will feel that because nothing ever gets out of your subconscious mind. The moment your subconscious mind tunes into that particular song, your memory, everything else, and trillions of cells that vibrate within you will now change their vibration. That is why we tell people to look at pictures, think of memories, make memories in life. It is so important for you to make happy memories. All of us also have sad memories, but we should have more happy memories. So when I'm stuck on a sad memory, I can move from a sad memory to a happy memory. I've changed the frequency and vibration and rhythm immediately. Look at old pictures that made you happy. Create memories in your life. More priceless than wealth and money are memories. Because when I speak to dying patients, people only talk about things that made them feel good. They remember a family holiday. They remember their daughter growing up, their son. They remember, no one talks about PhDs. No one talks about being the CEO. No one talks about their $1 million accounts. No one. I'm yet to see a dying patient talk about that. They talk about memories because at that point when they're dying, that's the only thing that makes them feel good. They want to be surrounded by people that they love, that they care for. They don't want to be surrounded by the people they partied with, the people they smoked drugs with, drank alcohol with, watched movies with. None of them. I'm yet to see that person. I'm yet to see that person, because that is the physiological state of a human being. Happiness. Happiness is the physiological state of a human being. So you should have a list of everything that makes you happy. And when you're sad, when you're down, when you're struck by a disease, you go back to that list. I'm not saying it's going to take away everything, but it's going to make you feel good. And when you feel good, you change the vibration of your cells. When you're able to change the vibration of your cells, you are able to change the possible outcome of your disease, your depression, your condition, your relationship, the way you think about your business, everything, everything with sound. And that is the power of sound. So go back. I have homework for you. Go back and make a list. What I'm doing during lockdown in my free time, okay, I am making a list of every single song that we heard when we were in college. And every time I play those songs, it's insane. It's insane how you feel. Make a playlist. Make your teenage playlist. Make your love song playlist. Make your party playlist. All of these things, okay? But then there's the whole group, which is for more like, they don't listen to all music because it's not the in thing. It's not lit. It's not cool. So I need to show off to people that I only listen to the latest artists. You're only fooling yourself. Listen to the latest artists. There's nothing wrong with you listening to the artists that you love as well. So again, try to learn an instrument or listen to classical music. Classical music is a very different rhythm. Very different rhythm. It is relaxing. You feel good. You can think. So when you're stressed, everyone has access to music. Please do this the next time. The expectation to get from it is everything to do with your health, emotionally, mindfully, spiritually. Even spirituality uses music. Why? Because to be spiritual in a space of prayer, in a space of meditation, there are certain chants, there are certain spiritual songs that connect you to that particular rhythm. It is so important for you to understand that. So if you're going to let your kid listen to heavy metal before going to bed and expect them to sleep, you know it right now. They're not going to be able to sleep because they've tuned into a different frequency, which is beta, way over beta. It's nowhere close to alpha, theta, or delta. You got to calm down your kid. You got to calm down yourself. So if you're watching these particular news channels where everyone's shouting and debates and people are shouting more than talking, and then you think you can get sleep after that, no. You've tuned into the frequency of 5 or 6 angry people. Okay, it's going to take time for you. You got to come out like the gears of a car. You got to move from that frequency, slowly come to alpha, then delta, theta, and then delta. So for that, you can use meditation to transition. You can use prayer to transition. You can use music. You can use your breath. All of that stuff, the power of sound. As simple as that. There are beautiful apps out there. Go explore them. Some of them are free. Some of them are paid. Whatever it is. You want free stuff, go on to YouTube. There are so many music meditations out there. Binaural beats, different frequency hertz beats. Try that. But make it a part of your life. Every single day. Listen to one song. Listen to some music at some point of day. Make your playlist so that you know, chemo makes me feel horrible. So I must listen to my favorite songs, irrespective of how horrible I'm feeling. You're feeling horrible because of the physical symptom. But music is going to improve your emotional symptom, which in turn will help you improve the physical symptom. Have a great day, everyone.